What's up guys, Tony here, and today we're going to be talking about whether SAFEMOON is a scam or not. So without further ado, let's get into it. SAFEMOON just really burst onto the scene in April, and they have done nothing but gain traction. They remain the most searched crypto and now have 1.5 million holders, and even though the price is dipping, they remain extremely popular. However, there's still a lot of people out there that are screaming scam when it comes to SAFEMOON. One of those is War on Rugs. War on Rugs has been campaigning hard against the token. They've been putting out scam advisories like this one. It reads, owner owns more of 50% of the liquidity and refuses to fix it. He could pull LP and sell tokens, creating a rug pull. Likeliness of losing all funds, absolute. Ouch. What is a rug pull? A rug pull is a malicious maneuver in the cryptocurrency industry where crypto developers abandon their project and run away with investors' funds. Rug pulls usually happen in the decentralized finance or DeFi ecosystem, especially on decentralized exchanges or DEXs, where malicious people create a token, list it on a DEX, and then pair it with a leading cryptocurrency like Ethereum. Once a significant amount or unsuspecting investors swap their Ethereum for the listed token, the creators then withdraw everything from the liquidity pool, driving the coin's price to zero. The coin's creators may even create a temporary hype around Telegram, Twitter, and other social media platforms and initially inject a large amount of liquidity into the pool to cultivate investor confidence. To make sure you don't fall victim to a rug pull, check the liquidity in a pool, but this is only the first step. You also gotta check if there's a lock on the token's pool. Most reputable projects lock pool liquidity for a certain period of time. That's why it was such a big deal when SAFEMOON didn't have the locked liquidity and then all of a sudden it did, after being called out on it. Another major characteristic of a possible rug pull is a coin skyrocketing in price within hours. For example, a rug pull coin can move from 0 to 50 times within 24 hours. This trick is meant to drive FOMO, aka fear of missing out, that leads to more people investing in the token. Now that we got down to what rug pulls are, it should make more sense about why people are feeling some type of way about SAFEMOON and thinking it might be a scam. They even claim that when auto liquidity ad is made, the LP tokens doesn't go to the burn address but to the owner, unlocked. A wallet address that's supposedly associated with the owner is provided by BNB Link. The next day after these were posted, there was an update. The 54% liquidity that was unlocked have been locked on Unicrypt until Thursday, May 1st, 2025. Could be a nice payday in 4 years. But the timing is very suspicious. Getting called out on War on Rugs, which is a popular warner of scams and rug pullers in the crypto space, and then all of a sudden the tokens get locked. Many users can't understand why there's more holders piling in every day. There's more tokens getting burned every day. But that share price, that price for SAFEMOON remains very stagnant and feels very flat. Well, why isn't the price marching back up? Lark Davis calls it a Ponzi scheme with no real purpose to the coin. Now, what is a Ponzi scheme? A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investing scam promising high rates of return with little risk to investors. It generates returns for earlier investors with money taken from later investors. This sounds very similar to SAFEMOON and a pyramid scheme, with the earliest investors being the only real winners. Even popular YouTubers like Andre Jik had trouble figuring out what SAFEMOON's purpose was, other than using tokenomics and that it had no real-world practical use. It didn't solve any real-world problems. Jik basically thinks SAFEMOON has been marketed extremely well, and by having 1 quadrillion supply of tokens, it makes everyone feel like they're basically an early investor, because when you spend $100, you receive millions and millions of tokens in return. And like the Ponzi scheme, that early investor are the ones that benefit the most. Now I'm trying to figure out if it's complete nonsense or if there's some actual legitimacy to this. There's some users out there that are currently saying they're losing 50% of their funds when making withdrawals. Now, obviously, that's a much steeper fee than the 10% as advertised. That would be a huge amount going to that liquidity pool. Speaking of which, there are complaints about the lack of details surrounding the liquidity pool, as well as the details surrounding projects like Project Phoenix. People are wondering if this thing is actually for real, or if this is just something with a cool name with no real substance. And maybe that's why they can't mention it, because they haven't put out any details regarding Project Phoenix, and it's leaving a lot of people just a little uneasy. If there weren't so many coins in the past that have just burned investors, there would not be this much skepticism. For instance, Chef Nomi, the anonymous creator of the Uniswap fork, decided to cash out his developer share of the sushi token supply and convert everything to Ethereum. This was allegedly done because the developer felt like they deserved it after 1 week of hard work. For those who invested in sushi when the token hit $11 or more, it was a clear knife in the back. For Chef Nomi, it resulted in a payday of over 17,000 Ethereum. By today's price, that would be almost a $50 million gain. There's your motivation to run a scam. $50 million in 1 week is a pretty good payday. As you can see, people have some very deep suspicions on SAFEMOON, and if any of these things kind of made you a little more suspicious yourself, then make sure you go and do your own due diligence. Do your research and definitely make an informed decision. Remember, everybody's got their own opinions on different coins, different cryptos, but as you can see right here, SAFEMOON still doing its thing, still holding steady. We've had some peaks, we've had some ups, we've had some downs. Right now, it's not looking too good for SAFEMOON, but who knows? Do your research and make sure that you know exactly what you're talking about. A lot of people have their own opinions, but just make sure that you have your own and you do what you feel like doing based on your own knowledge of the crypto. SAFEMOON, I don't know if it's going anywhere. I guess only time will tell. There are a lot of big things that they say are coming up, but we really can't tell whether this is just going to crash, whether it's going to go. And it really just depends on the developers and where they really want to take it. So yeah, like I said, make sure you do your own due diligence. Make sure you do your research on this. Don't just jump into any investment, especially a crypto investment, without knowing exactly what it's about. Well, there you have it, guys. Make sure you click a video on the screen to learn more about crypto. Thanks.